When we create a new team site, we get a home page like this one, and we get a couple of other pages as well. Whenever there's an app, there's a page that gets generated for it to show us that app in a page by itself with a web part. For example, this page for a resource library, but these are created dynamically. In terms of pages that really exist, there are a couple of them, and if we go to Site Contents and we scroll down to Site Pages, we'll actually see our home page where we just were, and another page called How to Use This Library. Both of these are examples of wiki pages. Prior to SharePoint 2010, almost every page in SharePoint was what was called a web part page. Now those are used less and less, and wiki pages are the primary basis of site creation in SharePoint. Wiki pages are easy to use, and as you'll see very shortly, you're already familiar with how to be able to edit them because we've been editing one all along. If I click this link that says how to use this library, you're going to get a one-page tutorial that you can print on how to create and work with wiki pages. If I want to create a new page related to this page, part of a collection of pages, for example, all I need to do is edit this page, and it tells me how to do it. Click the Edit Page icon. That would be this little pencil. Or click the Page tab and choose Edit. And we might want to check this out or not, because wiki pages allow multiple people to edit at the same time. That's one of the gifts of wiki. So I often won't check these pages out because I'm using them and so are other people. All the information that you need is here, but if I wanted to create a new page that was part of this section of pages, I just call up a page name. And page names and other links actually have double brackets around them. So if I drop some double brackets in like that, and then I wanted to create a page for area events, notice it doesn't exist yet, but it's going to in a minute. That's a new page. And maybe I also want one for statewide events where my events team can enter some information, or anyone else can. Now, it doesn't look like a link yet, but if I save this page, we have two new links, and each of them will take us to a page. It says, this page doesn't exist. Do you want to create it? Sure. Just like that, I have another new page, but it's related to the page I was just on. Now, it would kind of be cool, this page called How to Use This Library, if I go to Area Events and I wanted to edit this page, which I can also add a link to get back to how to use this library. If I start with a backward slash and then two open brackets, I can choose how to use this library from the list and tab to insert that, and then just close it off, just like that. So that's the quick way to be able to pull up my list. If I save this page, now that's not a link. Why? Well, we had a little bit of an extra character in there, that one right there. And when that slash is there, it says, I really don't mean it. I'm typing this as an example. But if I remove that slash, now this will take me back to how to use my library. What else can I put in a wiki page? Wow, anything I want. That's what we've been doing. Let's create this new statewide events page, and remember that we can insert and we can add an app part to our page if we wish. For example, this is events. Let's add our links list. Just like that. Anything else I'd like to add, and how do I edit this web part? The same way that we've been editing web parts all along. Select it, modify its properties. When we're all done, apply or cancel the changes. If I want to go back to that other page, how to use this library, and remember, just go back and drop that opening slash out that was so helpful because it gave us a list. Whereas if I just type two brackets, do I get a list then too? Oh yeah. So let's save. There we go, back to how to use this library. So you see how easy it is to create pages. Now each of these I'm creating with a link And that's one way to have a group of interrelated pages. But it might be that I want to start a new set of wiki pages. In that case, the easiest way to create a new page that's not related to any page that exists already is to go to the gear and add a page. And when you do this, you are adding a wiki page. So this could be, for example, our FAQ for guests. Notice that it's a URL, so it would be nice to not have those %20 in it. Or we could make it even shorter. Guest FAQ. Brand new page. I can edit this, and all of the members of my team that are customer facing can be entering information into this FAQ. That's the benefit of a wiki. It's easy to create pages, easy to create hyperlinks, easy to add more pages to the wiki. Where I create this wiki depends on its scope. If I want to have a wiki that everyone on my team can use, then I'll probably put it right where I put this one. But if it's for the events team, I might want to put a wiki in their site, because remember, each site comes with a built-in how to use this wiki page to start with. If you haven't used wikis before, imagine using this type of a page whenever you have a team that can't really tighten up its requirements as much as they'd like, but they need to be able to capture information. I love wikis for folks who are customer-facing, people who are running a help desk, people who are collecting field information about installations. But you can easily help a team document their work and capture information that isn't as structured as the information that we would put in apps and in web parts.